Thailand shares with Malaysia and Myanmar, or Burma, the narrow peninsula dangling off the southern end of Thailand. With only 3 weeks left, we decided to see as many parks as we could. Miraculously managed to drive out of Bangkok with no wrong turns. Believe me, a major miracle. Started seeing new birds almost immediately. Our guidebook mentioned a quaint fishing village, Hua Hin, which sounded great. Their idea of quaint didn't match ours. Hua Hin is a large city swarming with tourists and fancy hotels. In horror, we fled south and took a gamble on a small road leading to the sea. Ended at the delightful little beach community of Sai Noi. Ask around with hand signals, and someone will rent you a place to stay. We day tripped to the nearby national park. Finally, the abundant, colorful, and unusual wildlife of Thailand. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. The Hua Yang Waterfall Park? Why not? Obviously a very popular park sometimes, but because water levels in March are very low, the park was deserted. Perfect. The park staff was temporarily baffled by foreigners wanting to rent a bungalow, but they rallied and we found a bargain home for 2 nights. A trail leads up the valley through a magnificent forest. Even in low water season, there is a pool at the top, deep enough to swim in. In the pools swim the ma seer barb fish. They eat jungle fruit that falls into the creek. Watch fish swim while I tell you what happens at a very dark and early hour. Neighboring Buddhists begin their day with a gong serenade accompanied by howling dogs. Buddhists share southern Thailand with Muslims. Don't leave Thailand without a taste of their underwater wonders. We chose Koh Tao, although there are many other options. For sanity's sake, stay off the main highway and dawdle along on the shore road to the port city, Champhawn. Ferrying to Koh Tao takes several hours. Watch for the silvery blue flying fish taking off to avoid the ferry. The most interesting wildlife here is underwater out of my camera range. Reefs are very close to the surface and near shore. Snorkeling near the hotel was disappointing, so we feared the worst. However, on a day trip around the island to see various reefs, we were gratified to find spectacular fish, coral, and warm water. What's not to love? Many tourists come to the islands for good rates on scuba certification. Return to Champhan with worn-out partiers. Flying into Thailand, guests are automatically provided with 30-day visas. Entering by land, Thais offer only a 15-day visa. The Andaman Club in Ranong provides renewal service. They have a resort across the river in Burma which they hope you will stay in. We took their ferry, paid the fees, got our passports stamped, and were back in Thailand so quickly we drove south to find accommodation. There was nothing. Just before dark, we spotted a small sign for the Sun Moon Resort. Resort, we thought, ooh, pricey. But no, it's a delightful place with tasteful bungalows and bargain prices. Along the river are colorful crabs, some new birds, and a rubber plantation. Exploring the nearby Andaman Sea Islands by kayak would be fun. It's a short hop from here to popular Khao Sok National Park. The park has a few bungalows for rent, but just outside the boundaries are lots more lodging possibilities. In the morning, we could hear park gibbons from our bed. One must close windows when going out, or monkeys will come in. We had to chase this cheeky fellow out early before leaving our cabin and spending the day in the park. Climbed the mountain trail first day, and the lower river trail the next. Here's what we found. Dodged in quickly to the reservoir portion of the park, but decided it was too crowded and expensive. It's a scenic drive after leaving the park. There are so many places to go in the south. We just didn't have enough time, so sadly turned north. A sign for Kang Krung National Park lured us in. We were the only visitors in the park, and a surprise for the staff. Another lovely park, pleasant rangers, good birding, and a river swimming hole.